Alrighty, hey yo, what is up, knights? Aegis Rick here, back with some more DFO PvE on my M.Nen master, guys. Now, new guy on the channel yet again, and first I gotta apologize with the video making. I'm usually more consistent with making videos, especially on the Aegis Rick channel. Usually this kind of shit that I pull I only do on my Let's Play channel, but been really slow with the videos lately. Been like strictly focusing on pretty much update videos and stuff, but that's mostly because of, you know, normally the stuff I do, the PvE and the PvP, it's not that I haven't been doing them, it's that I've been doing them almost exclusively on the stream. So if you're not following me on my Twitch, make sure you guys follow. I mean, I gotta keep reminding you guys because a lot of the content that I've been doing has been on this stream, especially making these new guys, which, by the way, the reason this guy exists is because I've now reached almost saturation point with the point of characters that I can make on the account. I just updated my FAQ page, for instance, and I just looked. I was like, I have 29 characters, of which 17 of them are max. And the reason why I made this guy, I mean, I was kind of pigeonholed into making him, was because there's a really good level up event. And I apologize for not mentioning this, but this event right here, what is it called? Are You Ready event. If I remember to bring this up onto the screen, it is so much better than what I was making it seem like in the update video. It's like, I want to damn near say one of the best leveling events we've had, because it gives you flat out 33 levels. Like, you don't have to even play for 30 levels. And that's why the reason I'm level 67, believe it or not, this character was made, I want to say 4 days ago, and he's already level 67. A lot of the reasons to that, though, is because this guy's actually quite powerful himself. So, I'm just showing this off a little bit. Nen Master is probably, I mean, I don't want to say this with any certainty because this is before the patch for the for the male fighters and all of that. The all-in-one patch is going to bring a bunch of buffs for the male fighters. So, but I'll say this right now, even before the patch, he is one of the only male fighter classes which is, I believe, superior than the female counterpart. I would say the female counterpart, female fighter that is often always overshadowing the males, but in this case the male Nen Master is much more offensive focused. Even that Nen guard right there actually does a explosion at the end of it, which does extra damage. He has skills like, I like to call this the hentai summon. He's got all of his 70 skills do damage, and you know, he hardly focuses on the defensive side of things that the more supportive female Nen focuses on. Even his doppelganger explosion is probably the only thing that needs some work. It doesn't actually explode. You can't detonate it. There's explosion, and there's no way to detonate it. I guess you can. I think tornado kick can work into that, but it's really tough to detonate it, unlike the female Nen Master, which can detonate it. But aside from that, I mean, everything else, this guy overshadows the female counterpart in pretty much every way. Nen spirals right here are actually what's going to be doing most of your damage right here, and you just have to stand near enemies and kill them. This guy is a monster when it comes to PvE, I would say, in terms of the offensive capabilities that an Nen Master can do. So, anyway, guys, we've been leveling up pretty exclusively with the event. And man, I gotta say, like I mentioned at the start, I apologize for not making all the videos I should have on all of the classes I've been playing. 17 guys I have max, and I have not made videos on all of them. Some of them I didn't make any videos at all. Like, for instance, my Soul Bender. I have a max level Soul Bender on the account now, and you know, you guys didn't even get to see me play him at all. So I apologize for that. Maybe when there's new content released with the all-in-one, or we can overlook some of the content. We'll be playing those characters that I forgot to mention at that time. So I think that's how I'll make up for it. We'll have to be doing some stuff anyway, just with the scenario dungeons and all that. So we'll just see how that works out, and we'll play some of the more underutilized classes, or the classes I did make videos for. So anyway, I don't want to talk about it too much, but aside from the male Nen Master, I've made other classes as well because of the event. Basically, all of the fighters and, you know, gunners, male fighters, female gunners, and then male mages all get this level up buff. So if you're planning on making one, I mean, this is a little late now telling you, since it's a week after it got updated, but really good leveling up event, and a lot of people are making them for that reason. And it's for that reason actually that I ended up making also a male grappler. And so you might see some content on him. He's not nearly as strong as this character, obviously, as I mentioned before. All the male classes are a little bit underwhelming when it comes to you know, soloing dungeons and stuff like that. But you know, maybe I wait till the all-in-one patch before I actually devote a lot of time into leveling him. Same thing with this guy. So, but that being said, also made some female Nen Masters and male or female grapplers. So I have literally all the fighters on my account now, which is good. I get to compare all of them, especially after the all-in-one patch, where we're closer in terms of strength. So, got a lot of stuff to show you guys, because none of those classes I just mentioned, I've made videos for. So that's like the first one I have. So, so yeah, I don't want to harp on that too much, guys. What is the deal with this male striker though, or male Nen? I'm confusing all my classes now. Like I said, it really is the Nen balls. I mean, I seem like I'm doing a lot of damage, and I kind of do with the Tiger Flash right here, which changes my basic attack animation to these claws, which does magic damage. But the Nen balls right now, you can just see how much damage they're doing. And, you know, I was alerted that, you know, you pick a magic crit, you know, even a little bit of magic crit, because the balls hit so often, the crit is going to proc a lot as well, which, you know, counts for a lot of extra damage. So you really want to try to stack a lot of magic crit on this guy. I would say actually that magic crit is probably more important than, say, things like cast speed, because a lot of his skills actually don't require, I'm not doing this in one shot, man. A lot of his skills don't actually require you to have a very fast cast speed, and that's not the case with the female Nen Master that I've noticed. Even the Nen Guard, you can notice on this class, comes out instantly, and I don't have any avatars at all. Look at how fast that is. So the only things that you know are going to be a little bit slower is, you know, the casting of your buffs, which, you know, they have a really long cooldown anyway. So you're not going to be doing that very often. But, you know, things like that you would normally expect to have a long cooldown don't even have a cast bar. Like, that is how fast it is. And I have no cast speed gear. So, I would say focus, you know, on attack speed. Maybe get flat int on your headgears instead of trying to get your cast speed. This is, again, something I would not recommend on a female Nen, because you need that cast speed. But, you know, this guy is just a monster, man. I would say he's more of a basic attack fiend than he is anything else, you know. And getting in people's face, because you use the Tiger Flash right there, like I mentioned, and then the Nen Spirals will do a lot of the work for you. So, also, I would say that the female Nen Master focuses a lot on using the Nen Cannon, where I would say the male Nen Master, his Nen Cannon doesn't go as far, and I don't think it even does as much damage, even though I do have it max. But it's still good skill. It's a good skill to use point blank, you know, uncharged point blank, kind of as a standing combo. That's how I like using it. Because it does a lot of damage by itself. Or you could use it to charge, and if it hits an electrocution, then you can run up to them. Electrocution is another stat that really, really benefits the male Nen Master a lot more, just because of the Nen Spirals again. So, again, he's really an offensive class. I gotta say that. And he's not one of those classes that, you know, is offensive in staying back in the fight. He actually gets up close and personal. So, So I really enjoyed that about all the classes that I played so far. I really like getting in people's faces. I hate, you know, having to be afar and attack from afar. But there are a couple skills I haven't shown off yet, and that's mostly because they're not that great. Either I haven't leveled them, or they're just not that strong. One of them is my level 60 skill. Now, it's a really good skill, this one right here, because it does quite a significant amount of damage, but more importantly, it acts as a super hold type grab, I would say, and I think it works on anybody. It does this weird little effect where they get electrocuted and stuck into place. No other class has this kind of feature. And the cool thing is it works on any enemy type in the game, as far as I know, even the really huge ones. So it's not a matter of, you know, you're actually grabbing them. No, you're just kind of rooting them for a little while, which kind of works like a grab. So independent of size is what it seems like, and we'll test that out in the last room here, but just to see if that's correct. But another move right here, this one is really, I feel like, really useless. Doesn't seem like it does a lot of damage, and it takes a lot of mana, like a ton of mana. And mana, at least initially for me. Okay, I want to explain this right now, because on the stream, everybody's like, Rick, why don't you have any mana? Why don't you have any mana? Why are you always running out of mana? And I just figured it out. I'm like, I don't know. I figured it out. It's because my accessories were level 15 the whole fucking time. Look, at my accessories were these ones right here. I still have them to show you guys. Level 5, level 4 or 10, and level 5. I had these the whole time. Guys, I don't change my gear until I get to level 70. And this goes on all my characters, because it's a waste of time. So, but I would say use the greedy accessories, and now I'm not having very many mana problems. I forgot I had those, to be honest. I've leveled multiple characters without even using the greedy accessories. Once again, the best items that DFO has ever given us in an event. I should be utilizing those. But anyway, guys, well, how about we try the lightning on the final boss here? I was gonna try it on that guy right there. Forgot about it. So anyway, for our last run, we'll take the machine, but I want to see if I can hit this guy with my lightning here. I'm gonna throw up the Nen guard. Oh, they're killing him. They're killing him. I believe you can stun this guy with the lightning. Yeah, there you go. So, like I said, it acts like a very interesting kind of grab, and you can kind of abuse that. You can work on any type of enemy, and it's really useful. It only lasts for a couple of seconds, so it's not a big deal, but, you know, just another offensive capability. Not to mention, you know, putting up the Nen guard instantly, putting up the doppelgangers. This guy has a lot of utility to be able to get up in people's face and do it very, very safely, and do a lot of damage when they do it because of Nen balls. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There was a little bit of Nen Master action. I'm still an amateur myself, learning some things along the way in terms of build and stuff like that, just kind of testing some stuff out. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There's a little bit of Nen Fighter, or Nen Fighter? Nen Master. And I will catch you nights later.